It is Thursday, June 23rd, 4:45 p.m. A relatively cool 83 degrees, much better than the 97 it was yesterday around this time. Thunderstorm came through and cooled everything off again, but we're going to shoot right back up to where we were. I have the first day off I've had in about 3 weeks, I believe, and I'm going to go down to the little neighborhood dink farm and have a little fun. We're going to do a little bit more of an in-depth review and look at Carnegie Lake. My name is Jake Workmeister, and I love fishing. Just got down here and I realized I left my GoPro at home. This is a callback I never thought I'd have to make again. And here we are. Take two. Carnegie Lake has been around since the late 1860s. It was a halfway point reservoir from the Allegheny River below to the Highland Park Reservoir above. At the time of its conception, pump technology was not strong enough to pull water all the way to the top of the hill, so the lake was built as an in-between ground. Water would be pumped from the Allegheny River to Carnegie Lake, and then the lake would supply water to the reservoir up above. Of course, this is all a moot point because by the time the lake was completed, the technology existed where it was no longer needed. The lake used to be about double its current size, with the area that now holds the pool and volleyball courts being part of it. The entire lake area was used primarily for boaters up until 1932, where the area was then split into two, with the lower half becoming the swimming pool and the entire lake being covered in cement. The area remained a local fishing hole, though it did fall into disrepair. In 2019, the city began a restoration program, which included the upkeep of a lot of the weed beds and the stocking of both catfish and bass. Today, it's about as good as an inner-city fishing pond can be, and quite a gem if you're from around the area. You can already see they dumped a whole bunch of shad in here, which is very good for us because we're going to release a whole bunch of shad-like lures and put them into places that the bass don't see them. So they should have done their second stocking by now. My understanding it was another 700 fish, I believe. So we're going to go to Old Reliable today. Of course, we'll try out our little bluegill swim bait down here a little bit later. I've always had good luck with this particular lure. I already saw one bass attack a group of shad, so they're hungry. Water seems unusually low today, though. Just kind of weird. Maybe it's just my imagination. Now, you know what I think it is? It's actually my the amount of sunlight I'm getting right now versus my polarized lenses. It's just making it seem like the water level's a lot lower than it typically looks. Yeah, you got all the bluegill and shad hiding real shallow. So just beyond that are hungry predators, and they know it. Yep, all those gill are schooling. Bass are all out deeper. They're no longer spawning near shore. Got it. Little channel cat. They will go after lures. Little catfish.
Oh, you caught one?
Yeah.
That catfish.
Yep. Once they start getting off the corn, they start hunting. They'll go after lures. Cute little guy.
Tiny slow motion.
The sun and heat weren't doing me any favors today, so I pulled in some reinforcement. Back to going for fish in a barrel. Camera on a stick.
Why? There's a chair in there.
I might. Depends how it turns out. Sometimes I do. Under there you can't really hear much though.
Got him. Feels like a channel. Yep, little bass. Ooh. Well, followed in for the most part. Weightless classic. These little gill don't have a very slim chance of hooking themselves like this, but I'm trying to lure something else out of the woodwork. They definitely identified it. As soon as it hit the water, they started going after it.
Listening to you. So let's start. Click now to take part in our short survey. And you could win a month with fearlessly uninterrupted music with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all
Usually the small gill bounce right off of this because they can't chew onto the rubber and chew down to the hook. You do have a good likeliness of catching bigger fish, however, because they swallow the whole thing too, hook included. See, that's what we were going for. Oh, I might have to switch to a size 8 hook though. He took it. You know what? Let's do that right now. Got him. Didn't get away from this one. Little largy. Haha. Yeah, if you guys would stay on the hook for a photo, that would be awesome. Got the bass. Got the big bass. Oh! He's right there, right in front of me. First bluegill. Pretty little thing. For whatever reason, I just seem to drop them all the time whenever it's 90 plus degrees. I got them so stuck. And actually, that's a pumpkin seed. Here goes the bass. Here goes the bass. Here comes the bass. Little guy. That hook barely does get into him. Pretty little thing. Little largy. I'm having fun just going to the shore, picking them off. The hook set, they're not hitting it that hard. I guess I'm not pulling it that hard. So I have to work on that. We got him. Kept hitting, not committing. Took a while to find you, buddy. See, even at this size, though, they're pretty strong. No matter how small they are, they'll make that sound. Pretty little fish. That's not a little one. Bass came after it. Bass let go of it. Bass got the rubber worm. Good for trout. Not great for bass. Yep, but we got a compensation prize. How not? Been training these fish for too long, now they're starting to learn me. As luck would have it, I saw my rubber worm floating in the water, the one that bass previously ate. So I was just trying to pull the line across it to pull it in closer to shore. Oop. Got him this time. No popping off for you either. There we go. Trying to get the worm he took off. Yep, same one. You can see where I just cut him. I'll get my lure back. Yep, now we got him. Tiny one. Oh, barely even need this. Big ones are in here. Haven't found big channels today, but they are in here. Don't worry, buddy. You are not dinner size. You grow up and be big and strong now. Well, that's gonna do it for me. Man, it was a hot couple days out there, like ludicrously hot. Fish were feeling it. I was feeling it. So when the temperature goes south like this and nothing seems to be biting, smaller baits seem to work for me. With the worm in particular, I was just hanging underneath trees, and just bass seem to go. They all seem to have like this impulse attack where they just want to just go after anything that happens to fall into the water. But hopefully I can get this video edited tonight. I need to wake up early tomorrow. I'm heading out to Charlotte, North Carolina with Dave Matthews Tribute Band, and I'll be fishing Lake Norman while I'm down there. So need to allocate those SD cards and make sure I have some film on me, so to speak. So that'll do it for me. Until next time, keep on fishing.